Most people conceal their genuine selves in the deepest corner of their heads because the opinions and judgments of society intimidates them to a great extent, to the point where just expressing them feels wrong, or even just thinking about them on their own makes them really uncomfortable. Alright then, how's it going everyone? Hope you all are doing tremendously well. Now this is going to be a complete shift in tonality in comparison to my previous videos, which are soft, calming, and fucking boring. But before we start, I would like to get this out of the way first. This video is definitely going to be demonetized for the amount of swearing and cursing that I'm about to unleash and wreak havoc in this video. In fact, I just swore, so it's definitely going to get demonetized. But really, who gives a fuck? Anyways, let's jump straight into it then, shall we? What is the number one reason why people don't admire or respect you? The simple answer is because you are an inauthentic, pathetic, fucking people pleaser. People pleasers are those who do not have any opinions, passions, boundaries, enthusiasms, beliefs, and just the sort of people who don't stand up for anything and just let life take them wherever it takes them, like a plastic bag floating about and getting tossed around by the gust of wind, and just lands wherever the wind brings them to land, even if it is the shittiest dumpster you can possibly imagine. Now, why do people pleasers always get implied to fuck off by others? It is because they are simply annoying fucking leeches with little values trying to validate others and give others attention in order to fulfill a malicious agenda, most commonly in the form of desperate hopes of receiving attention, validation, and acknowledgement back from the people that they are trying to please. I mean, that's what most people are currently been doing, if I'm going to be honest. They just follow whatever the fuck society, what others is doing in order to hopefully receive validation, attention, and acknowledgement, in order to fulfill their self-esteem. Even though deep down that they have their own set of opinions, beliefs, passions, boundaries, and principles, they are just afraid to express them and be honest about themselves in the fear that society or other people would reject them and criticize them. A man's true sense of self-worth depends upon the things on which he values. And if you extensively and impeccably value people's opinions, validation, and acknowledgements of you, what do you have left to value for yourself then? Well, none basically, because you value what other people value instead of what you value for yourself. That is why when those opinions of you change, shift, or disappear altogether, you will feel completely fucking worthless as a man. People are attracted to values. I've mentioned this many times in my previous videos, and people pleasers simply have no fucking values whatsoever. Because all they do is give, and give. And if you keep on giving, eventually what is there that is left to give? Nothing, because they don't put value in anything else about themselves. That is why they have no actual value to give in the first place. Remember the scene in Spiderman Homecoming?
I'm nothing without this suit.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it, okay?
Similar case to this. If you are nothing without people's or society's attention, opinions, validation, and acknowledgements of you, then you basically aren't ready for them. I used to be a people pleaser myself in my teenage years. In fact, I wasn't a people pleaser anymore. I was a full-on, full-time arse licker and cocksucker, that's what. That is why I can confidently talk about the shittiest part of my life, realizing that I'm just a pathetic loser who deserved to be deserted and ridiculed. I simply just do whatever the fuck other people were doing, say whatever the fuck other people were saying, I wear whatever the fuck other people were wearing, I agree to whatever the fuck other people were discussing, and I do this to every single person that I fancied. All that for the desperate hope to fit in, get validated back as a part of the gang or someone cool, whatever the fuck I was trying to pathetically acquire from all those people back then. And then it led me to nothing but complete abandonment. Surprised, aren't you? Well, so do I back then. I honestly wonder what did I do wrong that made them hate me so much. I helped them do this, I licked their asses, I sucked their cocks, I kissed their feet, I mopped their floors with my face, I wiped the dirt of their shoes with my back. What else have I not done for them? And then they treated me like shit after all that? What?
Oh, why do they do this to me? Oh, people are so evil. Oh.
I was so fucking pathetic back in the day, fam. That is what you must understand and accept, gentlemen. The world is just fucking ruthless when you have no values to share, exchange, or give to them. That is just how society is. They seduce you into their own agenda and then shit on you for doing it. And being a people pleaser is exactly what you'll end up getting. And deep down it also takes a toll on your character, as it has been constantly held back and restrained, while in truth, it should be unshackled and expressed as it is. It literally felt like trying to hold in the shit that is right on the tipping edge of your arsehole for as long as you can. It never ceases to amaze me. We love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own. Marcus Aurelius. That is why you need to have a strong sense of self, gentlemen. Value yourselves. Have your own opinions. Have your own boundaries. Have your own set of strong beliefs. Have your own desires. Have your own dreams. Have your own goals. Have your own knowledges. Have your own competence. Have your own experiences. Have stuff that you formidably stand for. And just express them wholeheartedly. Wear them proudly on your sleeves and be unapologetic about it. Because when you value things about yourself, it is when you will create value for yourself. Don't try to fulfill society's expectations and agendas, because society will never, ever have enough of you. I'll give you, gentlemen, myself as an example, just for your sake of not being intimidated or overwhelmed by what I preach. I have opinions. I hate feminism. I think it is currently being used as a tool for bitterness, insecurities, vengeance, and envy by all those degenerate motherfuckers so-called social justice warriors. I have goals and dreams. I want to leave a scratch mark in the manosphere, to use all my power to convince men to go back to their masculine routes of being an effective leader, being physically and emotionally strong, and being men with unbreakable principles, boundaries, and beliefs in life. I have desires. I like fit, feminine, nurturing, submissive, and light-skinned women because they arouse me physically, they get my dick hard, and suits me emotionally, and doesn't turn my life upside down and make my life a living hell. I have things that I stand for. I stand by stoicism, rationality, facts, and logic above all others. So there you go, gentlemen, some of my own examples. And yes, I proudly wear them on my sleeves, and I'm entirely unapologetic about it, because that is just me. Just be whoever the fuck you want to be and do whatever the fuck you want to do, because those are the things that are in your full control, and nothing else matters. Even ancient Greeks knew about this. What lies in our power to do, it lies in our power not to do. So stop being a people pleaser and stop ignorantly trying so damn hard to get validated by society, because you can never control what society wants from you. And often what they want is the opposite of what you truly want for yourself. Just be fucking you. And you know what bothers me? Is that it is so fucking rare nowadays to find people who just wear their characters proudly on their sleeves, stick them out proudly on their chest and say, hey, I'm my own man. Instead they just follow whatever society do just to be validated and acknowledged, while they themselves know deep down within their heart of hearts that what they're doing is not serving them well in life. That's literally what you get if you let society and other people dictate your life, your thoughts, and your actions. Now some of you gentlemen might say, won't you get heavily criticized and hated for saying those things? Hell fucking yeah. Definitely. 100% I will get haters. I mean, who or what it is that is great or that was great that never got haters or critics. I will certainly get people who would pay money to see me die in an abandoned ditch somewhere. But I will also get people who will be inspired by my message and who will eventually unleash their own authentic characters that they've been holding back for so long, because they've been such a loyal but secretly doubtful follower to society. You can't please everybody at the end of the day, no matter who you are, so why waste your life to do so? Being a people pleaser won't get you hated, but it certainly won't get you loved either. You will only get the worst choice of all, and that is being fucking ignored and dismissed by everybody. But by being your true authentic self, by having things that you value for yourself, by standing up for something that you wholeheartedly believe in this world, and not allowing any compromise about them, you will certainly inspire hate, jealousy, envy, and maybe vengeance from people, but you will also certainly draw admiration, aspiration, and desire from people, because it is the people who commands respect that will eventually earn it. And that's it, gentlemen. Cheers for watching, and thank you for your support.